We're here with National Master Ian Harris. He is the manager and player of the new USCL team, the Connecticut Dreadnoughts. This is FM Mike Klein. Ian, how are you doing today?
I'm good. How are you?
Doing well, thanks. So the Connecticut Dreadnoughts are the brand new team to the USCL. Can you tell us a little bit about how the team came into existence?
Yeah. Well, I was initially involved with the league through the Baltimore team. I was going to school down there, so I played a few times for them. And then when I graduated, I went back to Connecticut. And well, there was no team here. I mean, there's the New York teams and there's Boston and New England, but we're kind of like right in the middle. And there were a lot of talented players around, so we've been trying actually to get a team together for a little while now. We tried last year. But we were a little bit too late, and they weren't adding new teams. So we tried again this year, and it just so happened that they had a space. So yeah, we're real excited to be part of the league now.
Great, and so I take it that your roots are in Connecticut. You played your scholastic chess there?
Yeah, I grew up in Connecticut. That's where I learned, and we had a local club at the library. That's kind of like how I got started in tournaments and stuff like that. And then, yeah, I went to the University of Maryland, Baltimore County, so I got to play chess in college, and it was really great.
Great. Now, how did you guys decide upon the team name, the Dreadnoughts?
Uh, well, we had a little bit of trouble coming up with a team name, so I don't know. We were thinking about something on water, like a ship or something like that, because Connecticut does have some history of we build submarines, so we were trying to think of something like that. And somebody mentioned dreadnoughts, and I was like, oh, that sounds kind of intimidating, so we went with that.
It does sound imposing. Tell us about the club that you guys play at. I know it's in Fairfield County. How far is it from New Haven? How far from New York City? All that stuff.
Yeah, we're located in Norwalk, Connecticut. It's called the Chess Club of Fairfield County, and we have our own building. So it's kind of unique. There's only a few other places I can think of that actually have their own building dedicated to chess. So we're about an hour from New York City and maybe half an hour, 45 minutes from New Haven. So we're kind of right in between. And it's actually really easy to get to us. You can drive or you can take the train, and it's easy to get there. And we do a lot of things, mostly for kids. We do tournaments for kids, summer camps for kids, after-school programs in a lot of the surrounding communities. And then we also do a lot of tournaments on the weekends for adult tournaments. So we attract people from New York City, from all over the place. And we've had quite a few nice events. We've only been open for about a year and a half, and already we had one of our most memorable events. We had right when we opened, we had Grandmaster Yuri Averbach came and did a lecture. He's the oldest living Grandmaster in the world, so that was really exciting, and we got to have him come. And we met him, and we've had a lot of top players visit our club too.
That's great. Yeah, he's really a legend. Is the club membership supported, or do you guys have some sort of corporate sponsor backing it?
Yeah, it's supported by our members and the events that we do. But no, we don't really have much corporate sponsorship though.
Well, you guys had a pretty exciting week one. How good did it feel to get off the schneid right away and win your opening match?
It felt pretty good, especially against Boston, because I know they're usually a very strong team, very tough. And the match kind of went as we expected. We had advantages on 1, 2, and 4, and then board 3, I knew it was going to be really tough. And but yeah, we came through with the 2.5 points, so we were really happy about that.
Now, I see you personally have gained about 150 points in the recent months. How have you been able to do that?
I don't know. Since our club open, I've been playing so much chess, almost like 2 tournaments a week. So, then all of a sudden in the last few months I had a big shoot up. I'm not sure. I didn't really do anything different. So maybe it's just playing so much. But, we'll see how long it lasts.
Well, I'm not sure if you're aware of this, but I looked into your USCF page, and you've played 296 games as a master, so 4 more and you'll be a life master. I don't know if you had looked into that.
Yeah, actually, I didn't realize I was so close. I was kind of keeping track of it. I had it in the back of my mind. But yeah, that's kind of a nice little milestone I'm about to reach. Yeah, but I basically did that in a year.
That's quite an achievement. Now, another young player you've got that's a rising star is Joshua Colas. He's gained about 200 points in 6 months. How have you known Josh for a long time, and do you have any idea how he's able to make a big jump so quickly?
Yeah, I've known him for a while now, and he comes to our club regularly for tournaments, and he lives in White Plains, New York, so it's about half-hour drive for them to get to us. And yeah, I don't know. He's been playing a lot lately, so kind of like me, but he's been playing in some top-level tournaments and doing well. And yeah, he's been shooting up. I'm not sure how he does it, but it's pretty amazing.
Now, you guys have used a great rating supplement because both you and Josh are around 2,200, even though your live ratings are in the high 2,300s. Do you anticipate playing a lot yourself and also playing Josh a lot this season?
Yeah, definitely. Actually, when we were making the team, I was very selective about who's going to be on it. It was very purposeful, every person. So, but actually, I wasn't intending to play as much, but it just turned out that our highest lineup includes me in it. So,
Well, I'm sure,
so I probably will be playing quite a bit. I don't know. We'll see.
as a manager, all the work you put in, I'm sure you deserve to get some playing time as well. Now, another interesting player you've got is Yenling Wan. She is a women's international master from Canada, and I also understand she has represented Canada in the last 2 Olympiads. Do you have any idea if she's in Istanbul now?
No, she's actually a student at Yale.
Okay.
Along with Robert Hess. So she just started her classes, I guess last week, and so yeah, she just started her classes and came and played in our first match. So she, but yeah, she did great, even though she didn't win her game. We were pretty impressed with how she played.
Yeah, between her and Grandmaster Robert Hess, you guys have some pretty motivated teenagers in your lineup. She, I understand, has begun an organization dedicated to playing chess in libraries. Do you have any insight into how that program has come about?
Well, I didn't get to talk to her about that yet, but yeah, it seems pretty interesting. I did look it up, and they do a lot of I guess it's in Canada. It's a pretty widespread program now where she recruits volunteers to teach chess in all the libraries there, and it's a nonprofit organization, so people make donations to keep it going. And it looked like a great program, from what I could tell.
Between Hess and Wan, you guys got a little Yale contingent. Are there any other players on the Dreadnoughts that go to Yale?
No, those are the only two. But I know there are quite a few chess players at Yale, actually. They have a nice little chess contingent, and every once in a while they come down and play in some of our events. But yeah, those two are from Yale, and the other ones, like Josh and Kapil Chandran, are a little bit younger, so they're not quite ready for that yet.
Right. I'm sure they'll get into a great school when the time is right. Now,
Yeah.
tell us a little about Robert Hess. He seems like a pretty well put together guy, considering he's yet to reach his 20th birthday. Is he fit to lead a team, do you think?
Yeah, Robert's great. He's very easy to work with. I was a little bit surprised how easy it was. I mean, I called him up one day when we were trying to think of who would be on the team. I was like, well, Robert Hess isn't too far away. I wasn't sure if he would do it because he's doing school and everything, but he really wanted to do it. He was really excited, and I think it's good because that kind of positive energy is going to feed into the rest of the team. And so he was a real team player when we were in our first match. He was downstairs doing commentary with the rest of us while we were watching the other games. Yeah, so he's going to be great for our team. We're really excited to have him on board.
Did you guys get a lot of spectators for that first match?
No, actually, we didn't really advertise it too much because it was our first match ever, so we kind of wanted to make sure everything went smoothly. So we had a few spectators, but we're going to make a push for that in the coming weeks.
And is there a way you can use both Robert Hess and GM Mikhail Kekalidze in the same lineup? Do you have a ratings format that would be able to get 2 GMs in the same week?
Yeah, we have quite a few. Well, last week we used a pretty strong lineup using both of them, and then we had Duan Ling on board 3 and Kapil Chandran and Master on board 4. And this week, I don't want to let people know ahead of time, but I guess it's okay since we're about to announce our lineups anyway. But yeah, so we're going to have them again. We're actually going to use our strongest lineup. On paper, it's going to be them, myself, and Josh Kolas will be on board 4. So yeah, that's kind of scary. 2,400 on board 4.
Yeah, it certainly is. Your week 2 matchup is against the Carolina Cobras, so it sounds like that they will be. You'll be the favorite on all 4 boards, maybe even. So.
Yeah. Well, we're not underestimating any teams. We're putting our strongest lineup against the Carolina Cobras, even though they don't have any grandmasters. But they've shown that they can score points even against tough teams. So yeah, we're not taking any chances against anybody. We're not going to underestimate any teams. That's for sure.
Now, you guys beat the Boston Blitz in week 1. Do you anticipate them being your biggest rival as in the years to come, or maybe the New England Nor'easters?
Yeah, I don't know. We'll have to see how the season plays out a little bit. But well, I know the team to beat is going to be New York, the defending champions. So that I think we're playing them in Week 5. We'll see how that goes. That should be an exciting match.
Any other predictions for the week for the season to come?
Well, we have a pretty good lineup, so we have a very flexible, different lineups that we can use each week. So I don't know. We'll see. I think we have a very, very good chance of making the playoffs, and hopefully we'll have a good shot at making the finals.
Yeah, sounds great. Well, we look forward to seeing how the Connecticut Dreadnoughts do in their inaugural season. I want to thank you for your time, Ian.